Of this short little movie is just to go over a few pages of the lab syllabus. Some of the paperwork we'll be turning in when we check into our lockers, check into lab. One important piece of paper we'll be filling in the first day that you come to lab is the lab waiver form. So it will be important that you have the name and the phone number of your emergency contact person. We'll be completing those waiver forms. That's probably the most important piece of paper we need to have you participate in the lab and the course. This packet of information, the lab syllabus, I'll have it available on Canvas, and I will also have a hard copy for you for the first day of lab. So we'll just go over the first 3 pages. The first page is what we're calling the lab agreement form. So do make sure that you read over the statements here. If there's any confusion, anything that you're not clear on, please let me know. You're going to be initialing where it indicates to indicate that you do understand the rules that we've pointed out here. One thing that is really important is number 2, and that is the absence limit for courses at Sac City College is 6%. So for our combined microbiology lecture and lab course, 6% is a little under 7 hours. So this means that you can only miss 3 labs without being dropped. If you miss a 4th lab, you'll automatically be dropped because you're no longer meeting the accreditation limits of attendance. So do make sure that you're aware of that it's important that you come to lecture and lab. Make sure that you read the Sacramento City College Student Standard of Conduct description. And also very importantly is do recognize that we're presenting the Bio 440 lab in a flipped format, which means you're going to be doing homework reading, viewing PowerPoints, coming into lab already prepared, already having a foundation of the basic principles of the lab experiments we'll be doing. And it's important that you do this homework, otherwise when you come into lab you truly will be lost. And that's a miserable experience, and it's not good use of your time at all. So after initialing, you'll sign it and date it. Okay, we'll be turning this lab agreement form in on the day we check into lab, check into our lockers, probably the 2nd or 3rd lab. The next 2 pages are the lab safety rules. So on day 1, with your team of 4 people in the micro lab, you go over these rules. You'll initial the rules, ask any questions if you don't understand. So you'll be going over these together as a group, initialing. And then the lab safety rules you'll also be turning in when we check into our lockers. I think the last page we'll do on this short little introduction here is just the first information page of the syllabus. Some of this information we will be updating. We're delighted to welcome a new adjunct faculty, Dr. Christina Passerini, who will be doing the Monday, Wednesday afternoon lab. Here's my my contact information. My office is Lillard Hall 108D. My office phone is 916-558-2656. And my email address is carberk@scc.losrios.edu, and that's C-A-R-B as in boy, E-R-K @scc.losrios.edu. Email is probably the best way to get a hold of me. Allow 24 to 48 hours for me to reply to your email. The lab is located in Lillard Hall 110. Office hours for me, Professor Carberry, Mondays and Wednesdays, 1:30 to 3:30 p.m. in Lillard Hall 108D, my office. And in addition, we'll have online office hours Tuesdays and Thursdays from 5 to 5:50 p.m. So make sure you read the format for the online office hours. There is a prerequisite of college level chemistry with lab with a grade of C or better. If you've taken that chemistry prerequisite in Los Rios, I'll have a list of all of you that have already completed the prereq. If you've taken your chem prerequisite outside of Los Rios, we will have to see an unofficial transcript with your name verifying that you've had your college level chemistry with a grade of C or better. In a separate movie, I went over materials required for lecture and lab. So I think what we'll do is at this point we're going to close this first part of the video, and then we'll do a second video. We're trying to keep these videos really short, so I'll talk to you soon.